The business legal environment plays a very important role in determining the success of any businesses around the globe. The government taxes that are being imposed, among other regulatory measures, help to promote economic growth and to protect consumers from exploitation and other illegal factors. So, now the company that we are going to analyze are two best law firms, Clifford Chance and Allen and Overy. And here are my friends will analyze the company with PESTEL and Porter's 5 Force VRIO and SWOT analysis.
I compared both the companies with the PESTEL analysis, and so these are the factors which affects the companies. Coming to political factors which affect them, Clifford Chance, the political governance system. So as we know, the political governance in London is very good. So this positively affects the company. Coming to Allen and Overy, international trades in other territories, the country has a very good record in international trades, which is a boon to them. Now the economical factors which affect both the companies are over to Clifford Chance, the employment rate. As we know, the country has a high employment rate when compared to the other countries, so this is a boon to them. Whereas coming to Allen and Overy, inflation rate, one of the disadvantages coming is that whenever the inflation rates go higher, the company will have to increase their paying system, which is a negative point for them. Companies are Clifford Chance, the attitude towards attorney. Not all countries accept attorneys in the same way. In London, even though because the literacy rate is higher, the acceptance is also higher. While coming to Asian or South Asian countries, it will be very difficult for them. Moving on to Allen and Overy, education level in the society. As these are international companies, in their own country, even though the literacy rate is higher, they'll have problems going out, as many other countries don't have the similar structure of education going on. For Clifford Chance, the integration of technology into society and business processes. As we know, Uber failed in China because it tried to enter before the smartphone era. Now, these people will also have to go according to the technological era, and will have to bring advances accordingly, which affect Allen and Overy is mobile phone and internet. So as they should assess and level of internet and mobile phone petitions in the country, it will help them build a good and better business model in local, and will help them understand the local needs much easily than from before. Moving on. The influence coming to Clifford Chance, influence and effectiveness of environmental agencies. So these agencies can help the company get a good image when coming to environmentally. Moving on to Allen and Overy, per capita and national carbon emission. As we know, the national carbon emission and the per capita of the country affects a lot to the business, as as the carbon emission of the country is high, they can try helping them and helping the country get bettered in this environmental situations.
So I compared both the companies Clifford Chance and Allen and Overy through Porter's 5 forces. So Porter's 5 forces are threat of substitute products and services, threats of new entrants, bargaining of suppliers, bargaining of buyers, and so I'll start with threats of substitute products and services. For Clifford Chance, if the threat of substitute is high, then the company has to either continuously invest in R&D, or it risks losing out to disruptors in that industry. Whereas Allen and Overy, the prospect of substitute was unheard of for years ago, but now we see competition coming from legal process outsources, technologies, virtual firms, even non-lawyer licensed law practitioners are doing that. So Second is threat of new entrants. In Clifford Chance, if there is a strong threat of new entrants, then current players will be willing to earn fewer profits to reduce the threats, whereas Allen and Overy, barriers to entry are lower than in the past in all but the very top tier of legal work. New firms have risen and quickly to prominence in some areas. Bargaining power of suppliers. In Clifford Chance, if suppliers have strong bargaining power, then they will extract high prices from the company. Whereas in Allen and Overy, the key supply for law firms is talent. Oversupply of talent in the market, along with increasing differentiation of the talent required, like partner track associates versus staff attorneys versus paralegals. Then bargaining power of buyers. In bargaining power of buyers, Allen and Overy, the rise of buyer power has driven many of the changes in the legal industry over the last 5 years. Whereas in Clifford Chance, if the buyers have strong bargaining power, then they usually tend to drive the price down, thus limiting the potential of the company to earn a sustainable profit. Whereas last point is rivalry among existing players. In Clifford Chance, if competition is intense, then it becomes difficult for existing players such as the company to earn sustainable profit. Whereas in Allen and Overy, the historic growth of the legal industry diminished the impact of rivalry. Thank you very much.
Start.
I did the VRIO analysis of both the companies, Clifford Chance and Allen and Overy. So the resources I picked for Clifford Chance are distribution and logistic cost competitiveness, and the values I picked. The values it has, yes, it helps in delivering lower costs. Rarity, yes, it is easily available. Imitations, it can be easily imitated. Organization, yes, it can be used. Now coming to Allen and Overy, resources what I picked for Allen and Overy are customer community. Values, yes, as customers are co-creating products. Rarity, the firm has been, yes, the firm has been able to build a special relationship with its customers. Imitation, it is very difficult to imitate the culture and community dedication. And the organizational behavior, there is a lot of upside. Thank you.
I've done the SWOT analysis of both the companies. Starting with strengths, Clifford Chance, it has a strong brand unity and brand awareness. It has most recognized brands in the domestic market it operates, and the brand recognition plays a significant role in attracting new customers looking for solutions and leadership. Whereas Allen and Overy has high margins, they charge a premium compared to the competitors. This has provided the resources not only that it creates competitive pressure, but also invest in research and development. Coming to the weaknesses, Clifford Chance, it has a project management. It is too focused on internal delivery gathering than considering all its interest on external stakeholders. This approach can lead to poor public relations and customer backlash. Whereas Allen and Overy has an implementation of technology and processes. Uh, Even though it has a back-end process, it still hasn't able to harness the power of the technology in the front-end process. Opportunities. Clifford Chance has economic growth, changes in customer preferences, political developments, policy changes, and it has an increase in customer disposal income. Same with Allen Overy. It also has an increase in customer disposal income. Um, the increasing disposal income to build a new business model where the customers start paying progressively for using its products. Coming to threats, Clifford Chance, it has international geopolitical factors which impacts the international business environment, and which should closely focus on these events and make them internal and strategy making. Whereas Allen and Overy, it has an easy access to credit, can be over at any time. Thank you.